Alright, this is a Battlestar Galactica game, and I've got Ubuntu 16.04 on a spare machine because this just doesn't work in Ubuntu 18.04. It works up to this point, and then when this little pop-up window here comes up, see how I have control of the cursor? I don't think the machine locks up, because the music still goes and everything, the sound still works, but all input gets turned off. And so you can't come over here, you can't select next, don't show me this again, or okay, you're just stuck here, is what happens in 18.04. So I'm going to have to figure out how to word this and send them a bug report. But we'll go ahead and click OK. And this this Battlestar Galactica game, Diaspora R1, you have to build it from source code. It is a free and open source game. You do not have to own FreeSpace 2 to play it. I'm using the FreeSpace 2 wxlauncher open source engine for this.
Welcome, pilots. We've been selected to participate in the Command Network Program trial runs. According to the brass, this is a new operating system that will be used in the central computers of our birds and tied to the navigation and comm systems of all our cap ships and stations. The CMP provides what they call a unified command and control framework and is supposed to help increase efficiency throughout the fleet. Of course, we've all heard the rumors. The CMP is supposed to turn a rook or nugget into an ace. We've been given the honor of putting that to the test over the next few weeks. You've been selected because you represent our top pilots. I'll address the rooks later. Your feedback on the auto-assist systems developed for the CMP will be critical in how it will be deployed in the fleet. For those of you volunteering for these tests, you'll be getting double pay. But I know that shore leave on Virgon is at the front of most of your minds before we ship out. I know some of you, like Obit, owe a few too many qubits on Palace. So I suggest you take this opportunity to move your finances out of the red and into the black. Those who have decided to take part in these tests meet in the briefing room in 10 minutes. That is all.
The Battlestar Theseus is taking part in the Command Network Program test trials. You are to follow instructions and familiarize yourself with the CNP interface for your Mark 7 Viper. We will be monitoring your performance with the CNP and gauging it against your standard combat performance. Your reaction time in standard maneuvers and targeting protocols will provide key data the brass needs in order to decide whether or not to implement the CNP. Don't flub this, we need honest assessments. But if you get bright ideas and start throwing off your performance because you don't want to see the CNP used, just remember, you're going to end up as a little outlier that the eggheads will ignore. Keep in mind, pilots, the brass is likely going to implement the CNP, regardless of our recommendations. So, use this as an opportunity to familiarize yourself with how our birds are going to be flying from now on.
This is a great game. The only thing I remember about it is it was pretty short.
Welcome, pilot. Lieutenant Manhart here.
It'd be nice if they'd make more missions for it.
I'll be serving as your instructor for the duration of these exercises. For the time being, your flight controls have been locked. You will regain access to them one by one as we progress. We will begin with a test of your basic targeting controls. These should not differ much from the controls you are already familiar with on a non-CNP Viper. Cycle through all available ships in the area until you target Drone 2. The 2 drones near you are marked as hostile. Cycle through hostile ships until you target Drone 1. Your Viper's auto-targeting functions have also been improved by the CNP. As a refresher, auto-targeting selects the hostile nearest to you and also updates to a new target when your current target has been destroyed. Enable auto-targeting now.
Alt-H. I gotta remember that one.
The CNP also has improved functionality for targeting friendly craft. For the next exercise, I have marked both drones as friendly. Cycle through all friendly ships in the area until you target the Theseus. Your most basic targeting option, selecting whatever ship is under your targeting reticle, is also supported on a CNP-enabled craft. Drone 2 should be under your reticle. Target it now. CNP allows even quicker response to pilot movements, and auto-compensates for maneuvers the pilot is incapable of withstanding. You should find that you can turn much more quickly and with less danger of black or red outs than before. Drone 2 is going to execute some basic maneuvers you are to mimic. First, you are to bank until you are aligned with the drone.
What? Alright, what happened here? Uh-huh. I hope I don't have to do this. If I have to do this every time, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna change these two. Look how easy this controller is to set up, and you can just bind whatever you want to whatever you want. Creates a conflict, just go ahead and clear conflict. Okay, I think that's what I want to set up. Yeah, that's working now. Okay, while I'm at it, because who knows how this thing is set up. Weapons. Fire primary weapon. Let's make sure this is right. Bind. Button 6, see? Gotta set up the joystick. Fire secondary weapon. Let's bind that one to here. Clear conflict. And launch countermeasures. I want to bind that to here. Cycle secondary weapon bank. I want to bind that to this one. Alright. Let's accept all this.
Good. Now use your thrusters for lateral and vertical movement to center the drone in your reticle.
that wasn't my thrusters. What do they want me to do? Alright.
Test your pitch and yaw controls by turning to first face drone 1, then drone 2.
Reset works. Oh, I gotta face drone 1. I thought I did that already. Turn to face drone 2 again, alright. I don't know what happened there, but...
With the CNP, a Viper's automatic speed matching functions should now better predict the actions of enemy craft and react faster to any changes. Match speeds with and follow drone 2. Match speed only works for your currently selected target, unlike auto match speed, which stays enabled if you switch targets or if your current target is destroyed. Now turn on auto match speed and target drone 1. You should notice that your speed changes. Then target drone 2. Despite some requests for it to do so, the CNP will not disengage cruise or match speed settings even if you fire your engines or engage the afterburner. This fault can be used to your advantage. Use your manual acceleration controls to first approach drone 2 and then tail it at a distance.
So this first little mission, this first part of this mission is getting your joystick set up and learn how to fly the ship.
Your afterburners are also more efficiently managed on a CNP-enabled Viper, causing less wear and tear on your fighter and reducing maintenance costs. Engage your afterburner to close within 150 meters of drone 2.
Whoa.
Now come to a complete stop. We will now refamiliarize you with the escort list functions. Bear in mind that drone 1 is marked as hostile. Now add both drones to the escort list. You can cycle between the ships on your list. Clear the escort list when you're done. Using the communications menu, order drone 1 to return to the Theseus. Activate the nav point system now. We will need it for the next exercise. With the CNP active, you should also have greater computer control over cruising presets. Fuel efficiency in 1/3, 2/3, and full throttle modes is also higher. Travel towards nav point 1 and try the cruise speed settings now. Despite objections from CNP programmers, you still have the option to turn off all computer-aided flight assists and enter glide mode. Glide mode enables many combat maneuvers that are not possible in atmosphere. Get some speed while still traveling towards nav point 1. Then enter glide mode and turn to face Theseus while gliding. This concludes our basic CNP exercises. You may further familiarize yourself with the new systems over the next few minutes if you choose. When you are finished, you are cleared for a CNP-enabled automatic landing sequence on the Theseus. Approach the port dorsal flight pod when ready.
Alright, I think we got our ship controls figured out and set up. We're going to do a land in here. Well, assisted landing this time. It's gorgeous. The graphics are gorgeous. Look at this shit.
This is Raptor 118. CNP techs are aboard. Requesting landing clearance.
Open. You are authorized to land in the starboard dorsal flight pod.
Will go, Theseus.
Nice.
Migrate 1-4, Theseus. Skids down, wxlauncher.
Pilot, you passed the basic command network program exercises in a satisfactory manner. Although some of the new CNP controls may be counterintuitive, it is good to see that our most skilled pilots are still able to perform well. Over the coming weeks, we will be involved in a series of combat exercises in the Pharsalus field. These exercises will put all of our flying skills to the test. For now, get some shut-eye, as we'll be departing Virgon with the CNP techs in a few hours. Dismissed. Alright, pilots, this is the part of the exercises you've all been waiting for. We've noticed that some of the comments by the techs behind the CNP have gotten on your nerves. I believe the one about a Nugget and a CNP-equipped Viper being better than any of Theseus's pilots was the worst. I've suggested that we put this to the test in the next round of simulations. We're going to put several Nuggets through a series of tests, and we'll then play the exact same tests for you in a non-CNP Viper. We're counting on you as a skilled pilot to defend Theseus's honor here. Today's trials will compare your performance in a non-CNP Viper to our Nuggets in CNP-enabled ones. Tests will range from assessing basic skills like targeting and gaining a missile lock, to a full-scale combat trial against multiple opponents. We will then have you against one of the Nuggets in a dogfight to decide if the tech's claims really are true. Show us your best performance out there. Dismissed.
Use your targeting controls to quickly target and face these 3 drones. You may target the drones in any order. Test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7 is fitted with 2 primary banks, which can be cycled for single or linked fire. Set your primary weapons to linked fire now. The Mark 7 also has 2 secondary banks. Each bank may be fitted with different ordnance that can be accessed by cycling banks. Do this now. Vipers can fire missiles individually or in volleys. Set your active secondary weapon bank to dual fire now. Return your primary and secondary weapons to single fire mode for the next test. Good. Now we are going to test your reaction time with secondary weapons. Obtain a missile lock on all 3 drones. Target a drone and center it in your reticle until the lock indicator informs you to shoot. Test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Using your guns. You will be penalized for multiple hits. Test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You will try to hit each drone with a single missile. The dummy warheads in your loadout are armed with pyrotechnics, so you can tell when you score a hit. Test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Subsystem targeting. You will be required to actively target parts of Drone 1, which is now hostile. Begin by targeting the drone's sensor subsystem. Good. Now target Drone 1's communication systems. Well done. Now to complete the exercise, target Drone 1's navigation subsystem. Excellent. Remember that targeting subsystems and turrets is vital when engaging larger vessels. Vipers have the capacity to target and track active warheads. For this exercise, an assault raptor will make several bombing runs at the Theseus with training weapons. You are to intercept these warheads. Your bomb targeting system will, in order, track active warheads, craft capable of launching them, and finally the nearest hostile if enemy fighters carrying warheads are absent. For the remainder of these exercises, your flight controls will be unlocked. Test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you are in range of a target, your gun reticle will appear. This displays where you need to aim in order to hit your target. Just place it over your target and fire away.
Check your goddamn fire, pilot. You're supposed to be shooting out the missiles, not me.
See, it gets... Whoa. Miss that. Yikes. Ouch. Oh shit. Got it.
Introduction exercise is concluded. Targeting trials have been completed. Stand by for combat trials. For the first combat test, Drone 1 will fire missiles at you. You are to dodge or spoof them using your countermeasures. You are not to fire upon the drone. Remember to save some countermeasures for our next exercise. Test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oops, I'm hitting the wrong thing.
Too many of the missiles got through. You shouldn't rely on always being able to kill the other guy to avoid getting hit by their missiles. For the next test, you will have to attempt to destroy the drones. Once the drone is destroyed, it will be removed from combat. Begin by neutralizing drone 1. Test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not easy. I might actually play with that setting. Alright, got neutralized drone 1.
Well done. Now booting up drones 2 and 3. Be advised that these drones are armed with missiles.
Got one. Oh shit, he's right there. Get him! Oh. That's come they can dodge him real easy. Did I use all my missiles? Yep. Well, you can see how bad I am at this game. Yikes. Got him.
For your final exercise, we will pit you against the Nugget with the CNP-enabled Viper. Set your distance to over 3,000 meters away from Blue 1 and await permission to engage. When Blue leads, you are now authorized weapons free. CNP or not, I'm gonna make you sweat. Get off my fracking 6.
Fuck, he might get me.
I don't think you got what it takes. Looks like the CNP doesn't turn a Nugget into an ace after all.
Got him.
Great work, Red Lead. That concludes our exercises. Red Lead, you're authorized for combat landing. Repeat, you're to manually land. Viper 721 PCs. Approach Battlestar landing bay. Hands on, speed 90. Jack is red. Call it all. To make a combat landing, approach any of the Theseus's landing pods, and once you are inside, gently attempt to bring yourself into contact with the runway surface. That's gently. During a combat landing situation, the landing officer will often call out a preferred landing bay. Remember that this is an advisory, and the final decision lies with the pilot to choose which landing bay will provide them with the least dangerous landing.
Nice.
You managed to show that the CNP isn't a replacement for a skilled pilot.
So I didn't do
Of
completely
course,
terrible.
holding your own against a nugget doesn't mean much. Personally, I think it's only a matter of time before you lose your Top Gun status on the Theseus. Obit performed damn well during the CNP trials, and it's only a matter of time before he becomes our next top pilot. Maybe if you brush up on your skills with the CNP, you can hold on to that title. Unfortunately, we won't be getting much more time to play with the CNP anyway. Orders have just come in for a 3-month patrol along the Armistice line. We'll probably be the last ship in the entire fleet to get the CNP upgrade at this rate. You'll have a few days to get your things in order before we ship out. I suggest you take the next shuttle to PyCon. Dismissed.
Pretty fun. Now here's where it really starts. So that's like the intro.
Operate 1-4 Theseus. Clear forward. Have gunnery. Interval check.
We're reading 2 Cylon base stars with radar escort. Theseus to blue lead. We're reading inbound orbits and 3 wings of Cylon raiders. Intercept and destroy. We're scrambling other squadrons for launch.
Affirmative Theseus. Breaking to engage.
FTL drives, we spool in 7 minutes. Stay within the recovery line, or he may be forced to jump without you.
One less bandit. Did you see that, sir?
Damn. Whoa.
We jump without buzzkill and sawbones. For us, we're still being hunted. If we hadn't jumped without the alert virus, hundreds more would be dead.
This is just nuts.
This is the CAG. Red Wing is on station. Entering escort formation.
Looking forward to Towning's toaster kill, sir.
We've all trained for this, but remember to keep your focus.
There it is.
We've lost too many good people today already.
The base ships are firing nuclear missiles. We need to focus on intercepting those warheads before they hit the Theseus.
that one. Where is it? There it is. Okay, that one's gone. Someone got it. Who knows who? Ooh.
These ships are firing a second volley of nuclear warheads. Protect the Theseus. I just had to remind you who's the best pilot in the fleet.
Uh-huh. Whoa, that was nuts, whatever just went by.
Check your six, check your six. There's a bandit on your tail.
Take that. Oh, almost had him. Come on, where's he at? Where's he at?
FTO is at 50%.
We're halfway there, people. Keep it up.
Green and orange focus will leave you from cap after our next jump.
More bandits incoming. A new wing of Cylon Raiders, designation Ion. They are armed with missiles. There's too many of them, Theseus. We need additional support. Warriors incoming. Intercept them.
We're trying to get more fighters in the launch tubes, but it's going to take at least 6 minutes until we can launch another squadron.
Got that one. What the? Whoa!
God damn it, I can't lose this bandit.
Damn it! I can't get a lock.
These raiders are agile as hell.
Yeah, no kidding. Whoa. Don't hit the Battlestar Galactica now.
Incoming nuclear warheads.
What's my whole integrity getting down there?
God damn it, I can't lose this bandit.
The fleet should have received our distress signal. We've been unable to establish contact with any fleet assets. We do not know the extent of the attack at this time. FTO prep is underway. ETA, 1 minute. Stand by for combat landing procedures. Reading a third Cylon spaceship. Bearing 220. Kara 50. We're being overwhelmed. Incoming ordnance. All hands. Brace for impact. FTL systems are online. All fighters, prepare for combat landing. Commencing jump in 90 seconds. All fighters, return to the Theseus immediately.
You heard the lieutenant. Return to the Theseus ASAP or you will be left behind.
Aboard Cylon Battlestar has jumped in.
Factor 814, Theseus. Approach dorsal port mapping bank.
Nuclear warheads inbound.
Hands on, speed 90. Checkers red. Call it all. Factor 814, Theseus. Skid stack.
Wow, actually
Secure.
got through that part. Amazing.
The armistice has ended. We are now once again at a state of war with the Cylons. The strength and number of the enemy force is unknown, and we have as yet been unable to establish contact with either the 34th Battlestar Group or the Colonial Fleet. We must assume the worst, an all-out assault on our home worlds. The Cylons have been able to track our jump destinations. How this is possible is unknown. The intensity of the attacks has decreased. At present, we are being followed by a single base ship. All wings are to remain on alert status, with squadrons taking shifts on cap. Orange and Green squadrons have been on station for the past 20 minutes. They will be relieved by Yellow Squadron in 30. Our first priority is survival.
So yeah, I think it's a really good space combat Battlestar Galactica game. No one seemed to have heard of it.
Over the past 4 hours, we have been hounded by a single Cylon base ship, which jumps to our new location after 12 minutes. The Theseus was meant to resupply several weeks ago, so due to the Cylon ability to track FTL, our Tilium supplies are stretched thin, and we can no longer afford to waste resources with additional jumps. In the hope of ending this pursuit, after our next jump, the Theseus will deploy full assault wings in preparation of the base star's arrival. Instead of fleeing, we are staging an all-out assault. Yellow and Blue squadrons will be launched from the Theseus to provide close support. Red Squadron will consist of assault Vipers armed with AGM-41 torpedoes. Red Squadron's primary objective is to disable the heavy missile batteries of the base ship. Disabling their armament, combined with sustained fire from the Theseus, we hope will force the Cylons to withdraw. Green Squadron will provide cover. In the event that the base star does not withdraw or Cylon reinforcements arrive, Purple Squadron is authorized for a nuclear mission. Purple will neutralize the base ship and all fighters will withdraw for an emergency jump. This attack is out of desperation. We have few options. But hopefully giving those toasters a kick in their chrome teeth will buy us time. That is all, pilots. We're counting on you.
Alright, here we go.
Sultan 139, Theseus.
Red Squadron on station. Awaiting orders.
Pilots, we're preparing an additional wing of strike Vipers and arming assault batteries. Keep a sharp eye out for guidance contacts. We are on condition 1.
Blue Squadron here. Ready for action. Let's kick Cylon in.
This is Yellow Squadron reporting combat ready status. We'll give you cover and take down any incoming bogies, Theseus.
Detecting multiple greatest contacts. Cylon base ship has jumped in. Bearing 90, Kara 30, and is launching raiders.
Red and Blue Squadrons, weapons free. We need to take down their heavy missile turrets before too many warheads hit the Theseus.
Closing in to engage the base ship's heavy missile launchers. Remember, pilots, we must neutralize the base ship before reinforcements arrive.
integrity's already messed up.
First missile launcher has been neutralized. Well done, pilots.
Okay, I got one more of those missiles. Here we go again. Another run. Alright, let's go again.
Did you see that?
4 heavy missile launchers have been destroyed.
Sweet.
8 remain operational.
Well, I'm gonna give it another run. All integrity's down to 32%. I got 2 more of those.
Detecting multiple nucleated contacts. 8 large contacts. Carrying active nukes.
Theseus, I have visual. There appear to be heavy Cylon raiders. Stay clear of their forward guns. They could tear our Vipers apart.
Oh boy, my whole integrity's screwed. Let me get this one more missile off.
Half of the Battlestar's heavy missile launchers have been disabled. Pilots, riding straight into the warning test. Stay clear of the forward batteries.
I've shot all my missiles. I think I just need to land here. Man. Whoa. Yeah, stay clear of the forward batteries.
Damn it, I can't lose this bandit. No. God damn it. I'm too good for this.
Incoming hostiles.
Uh-oh. Did it lock up? Well, but anyway, so it's still a fun game.